Come and buy suya. Now here you go, get the best suya for the whole of Gwarimpa.
Many years ago, Abuja by night is a different country. If you live there, you would know. By day, it's all suits, tinted jeep, and politicians pretending to be humble. But at night, when the street light blinks and the air smell of pepper and roasted meat, Abuja becomes a playground. And at the heart of it all stood Malam Musa's suya stand. If you ever pass Gwarimpa Junction at night, you must have seen him. The man was a legend. His suya, one bite and you would forget your own name. He would slice the meat so thin, you would think he's cutting diamond. People came from all corners, mechanics, banker, even big men in Prado jeeps, just to buy from him. But behind that charming smile, behind the smell of roasted spice and smoke, there was something else, something nobody saw. Musa had been selling suya there for almost 10 years. He was always polite, never raised his voice, never missed a night. Even when rain fell like the heavens were angry, Musa would still be there under his umbrella, whistling softly as he flipped the meat. And Abuja people loved him. Malam, 2,000 naira suya. Abeg, no cheat me oh. He would just smile and say, no cheating oga, only sweet suya for sweet people. Everybody laughed, everybody trusted him. But trust, my people, is a dangerous thing. One Thursday night, a young lady named Tina stopped by. Tina was a makeup artist, one of those Abuja girls that glow even under street lights. She always stopped at Musa's stand after closing from her studio. That night, as she waited, she noticed something strange. Musa wasn't his usual cheerful self. He kept looking over his shoulder, eyes darting to the shadow behind the stand. When she asked, Malam, you dey okay? He smiled too quickly. Yes, madam, everything fine. But his hands trembled slightly. Tina brushed it off. She paid and left. The next day, she didn't show up at her shop. Her friend called her phone. It rang, no answer. By evening, people started to worry. And guess the last place she was last seen? Malam's Musa suya stand. By the weekend, Abuja was buzzing. Social media carried it like fire. Makeup artists missing after buying suya at Gwarimpa Junction. Some people blamed kidnappers. Some said she ran away with her boyfriend. But a few whispered something darker. A keke driver saw Musa that night, loading something heavy into his pickup. Another street boy said the smoke from Musa's stand smelled different that night. At first, nobody wanted to believe it. After all, this was Musa, the humble man who always say God dey. But Abuja people knew how to smell gist faster than perfume. Soon, customers stopped coming. His stand went quiet. Only the smoke continued to rise stubbornly into the night sky. Then came the shocker. Two policemen arrived one evening. They spoke to Musa quietly, their torches flickering against his face. People nearby pretended not to watch, but you know Nigerians, we were watching with full curiosity. After a few minutes, Musa laughed loudly, too loudly. Why una dey disturb me? I never do anything. But his voice shook. The policeman told him to pack up his things. He refused. Before long, a small crowd gathered, everyone whispering. Phones came out, TikTokers already pressing record. And then, as if God himself wanted the truth to show, the police opened the back of his pickup. What they saw made the younger police officer step back and cover his mouth. The older one simply said, "We have to take him in." And that was the last time everyone saw Musa selling suya at Gwarimpa Junction. Abuja slept uneasy that night. Nobody knew exactly what they found, but everyone had a version of the story. Some said it was stolen goods, some said charms, others said things better left unspoken. All we knew was that the smoke from Musa's stand stopped rising after that day. And for weeks, whenever people passed that spot, they would look away, cross the road and whisper, "Chai, evil dey wear calm face o." For a whole week, Gwarikwa Junction was silent. No smell of roasted pepper, no sound of sizzling meat. Even the night wind that used to carry the aroma of suya began to smell like plain dust. People kept asking, "Where Malam Musa now? Abi he travel?" But deep inside, everybody knew something had gone wrong. 3 days later, the headline hit like thunder. Popular Abuja suya seller arrested. Police discover strange items. Nobody could scroll past it because the picture beside the headline was the same familiar face, Musa, smiling like a man who still didn't understand what had happened. The police report didn't mention anything gruesome. It simply said, "Evidence linked to a string of missing persons." That was enough. In Abuja, you don't need details. Once people smell scandal, imagination will do the rest. On Sunday, Pastor Gabriel from the nearby church used him as sermon example. "Beware of men who look gentle but hide wickedness in their smoke." The whole church shouted, "Preach, pastor." But deep inside, everyone remember how they used to sit at Musa's stand, licking peppers with both hands and gossiping happily. Now, just the thought of it make people's stomachs turn. Then came Ruth, Tina's best friend. She couldn't rest. The police had said they were still investigating, but Ruth knew there was more to find. She started asking questions, talking to other street vendors, piecing together tiny details. A water hawker told her, "Madam, sometimes that malam go disappear small, come back late with new cooler. I no know where e dey go." Another woman selling zobo swore she once saw Musa speaking quietly with a certain big man in a black SUV, always at night. The pictures began to form. Musa wasn't walking alone. One evening, Ruth went back to the junction herself. It was already dark. She stood near the abandoned stand, the metal grill still stained with ash. As she touched it, she noticed something odd. A small cave wooden symbol nailed under the table. She pulled it off. The moment she did, a cold wind brushed her face. She dropped it immediately. "Blood of Jesus," she whispered and ran. Later that night, she gave it to the police. They called in specialists. Turned out the symbol was a ritual marking used by a group that trafficked human organs. So, that was it. Musa had been working for people who turned evil into business, and his suya stand a perfect disguise. When the full story broke, Abuja went mad. People flooded the comment section online. "Omo, I chop from that man oh, this life no balance. Evil dey wear apron. God save us." Within a week, his entire stand was pulled down. The police sealed the area. Nobody was allowed to sell food there again. At night, the place stayed dark as if the ground itself wanted to forget what happened. Months passed. Tina's family finally recovered, but at least they found peace knowing the truth. Ruth started a small foundation that taught women about street safety and trust. Every anniversary, she will post a candle emoji on Instagram with the caption, "Not every sweet smell means blessing." As for Musa, nobody ever saw him again. Rumors said he confessed, then vanished during transfer to another state. Some said his people smuggled him away. Others whispered he met his own end quietly. Whichever story you choose to believe, one thing remained true. The spot where his suya once smoked now grew weeds. No one dare rebuild there. Even taxi driver would slow down when passing and muttered, "You see, life gets funny when we judge things by smell and shine. That nice smoke you admire from far might be hiding something rotten inside. Not every smiling vendor sells meat. Some sells memory you can never wash away. Be careful where you eat, and more importantly, be careful who you trust, because sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who greet you with pepper and smile. Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, same story, different faces. If this one shocked you, abeg, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more real African story that twist your heart and still make you laugh, subscribe to Kiki Stories and Folktales now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, my people, stay wise, stay kind, and don't let sweet smoke blind your eyes.